Okay, cool. Well, so get it. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Hey, man. Let me take care of you. Okay, so back to, the point of this, the whole conversation is that we're talking about a book, and it's really important because I just commend you for wanting to tell your story and to be candid about it. What is the thing that you now that we're here in a quiet area, what is the thing you really want people to know?
What about me? Like I said, I want people to know it's more to Alexis Sky than they think. There's layers to me. It's kind of like, that's why I love butterflies. A butterfly has different phases in life. So that's the main reason why I came up with me having this butterfly logo, and that's why I got the butterfly tattoo on me, because a butterfly has different stages, and I feel like in life I went through this stage, this stage, this stage, and then I blossomed.
Now, being in a space of blossoming, what does that feel like, though?
I don't feel like it. I feel it's amazing, but I feel like there's so much more to come. I feel like God has so much more in store for me. I think this is just the beginning. I think He's molding me into where I'm supposed to be. But it takes time.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go through little bumps and U-turns, and I feel like I've been doing all that, and I feel like 2020 is like it's the time. 2020 vision. I feel like everything that I've ever wanted in life, I feel like it's gonna happen. I don't even feel like I know it's gonna happen this year. I know this is my year. That's why I said I'm not big on the whole new year, new me. I'm big on it's 2020. It's time to get it done.
Right.
That's it.
To make it happen.
Yep.
So what is your message to everyone else? Because we talked about advocacy, and you're really standing up for women and for girls. What's the biggest message that you want to give them in your book?
My message for young girls, I wouldn't even just say young girls, but this is to the young girls. Just be careful out here. I know you guys look up to a lot of us IG models and want to, look like us and do all these things, but it's not as, everything that glitter isn't really what it is. So, this life wasn't easy at the end of the day, and these men out here are crazy. So I went through a lot before I got to where I'm at. This stuff didn't happen overnight. So I would just be careful. And it's a lot of young girls that's growing up fast. I would, if I had the chance to go back to college, I would have. There's a lot of things I would have went back and, did. I am where I am now. I can't complain. I'm thankful. But just because I made it this way doesn't mean it's going to happen for you that way. I had to go through a lot of stuff. I had to get it out the mud. So I just feel like if you're in school, stay in school. Whatever you want to be, don't let nobody stop you. And you don't have to be a stripper. You don't have to be this. You don't have to be this poppin' IG girl. Trust me, you don't have to do that. Yeah. So that's my message for young girls.
I love it.
Now, older women that feel like they're stuck, I feel like it's never too late. I don't think there's a time limit to getting yourself together. You could wake up tomorrow and boom, say, hey, I want to start a hair company. I want to start a shade company. I want to start a lip gloss company. Use social media. At the end of the day, social media is power. So anybody, you could be 50 and want to create a business, and you can still do it.
Yeah, I love that message of it never being too late. I think that we have to look at opportunity as whatever is in our hands. We have to use whatever we have to create what it is that we want. Let me ask you something. When it comes to opportunity, it's not easy. It doesn't matter what it is you decide to do. It's not going to be easy if it's worth it. So what has been the hardest thing that you've had to overcome in life?
A lot. I can't even say it was one hardest thing.
Yeah.
I'm being on TV, my life being exposed is probably the hardest thing that I deal with, because I can't ever have a private life. So it's a gift and a curse for me at the end of the day. Sometimes I wish I could just be normal and live a normal life, but it's my blessings are where it's at because of who I am. Yeah. So I can't complain, but really sometimes it's it's depressing for me because it's like I can't even date in peace. I can't like do anything in peace without being judged.
Right.
And I think that's like one of my biggest, things, especially being on TV. Like then they just dig into your life, and it's just a lot for me. And it's a lot. It's overwhelming, and it's depressing.
Understood. You use that word depressing. Have you ever felt depressed?
Always. I'm always depressed. I face a lot of depression here and there. Like, not, I'm happy more that I'm depressed. I can say that. But I do face a lot of depression. Social media plays a big part in that. But I try not to allow it to affect me. So I've built, like, this wall, this outer layer on me, to where I don't read comments. I don't read certain things. I just stay off of certain blogs because it's cyberbullying, and it's like, you know what I mean? You never know how that person could take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to my child. Like, it sucks that I can't post my daughter without people saying mean, nasty things about a little girl is innocent, that did nothing to nobody, that's fought for her life. Yeah. And I think it's disgusting. And I think it's, you should be ashamed of yourself, especially grown people that have kids of their own. Like, just because you don't like me, doesn't mean you speak on my child.
Right.
Or because you don't like me or something you dislike about me, you say something nasty about her. She didn't do nothing to you guys. If I did something, then
talk about me. Yeah.
So, it sucks that because I do want to show, like, being a mother, but it's so hard showing my life of, being a mother, or how I'm having to travel back and forth this week, that week. Every week I'm going back and forth to New York, to Atlanta, because Alea's therapist is in New York, but I have a house in Atlanta, but I can't be away from my child. Then it turns into people saying I don't have custody of my kid. It's like, so it's a whole bunch that it's disgusting, like, disgusting. Like, I heard the other day, like, that I gave birth early because I was on drugs. Like, yeah, like, people just make up anything and run with it, like, and it's really just disgusting at this point. So sometimes I don't even say anything. The next step I'm gonna do is these blogs that that make these little videos and stuff. YouTube is the main source, so that's how they make their money. So my next step is, and I'm letting it be known, I'm gonna contact YouTube. I'm going to make a video and I'll let them know that this is cyberbullying, what you guys are doing, because I'm not the only person that's doing it to. They're doing it to numerous people. And YouTube just said they're going to stop cyberbullying. So without YouTube, how are you going to make your money? Right. How are you bloggers going to make your money?
Right.
So either you stop doing it or that's it.
Right.
Or I'm shutting it down.
Yeah. And you're not asking to not be talked about at all. You're asking at least just speak the truth. Don't make up things that are not real.
Like, I'm willing to own up to things that I've done. And even if I don't want to own up to things, I don't have to. I am grown. I'm 25 years. I don't have to explain myself to any of you people. I don't.
You recognize that there are patterns that may need to be relationships. A lot of times we can't, as women, we're like, I don't really see what's wrong. I don't really, but you say, I like a certain type of guy. So what gives you the strength to recognize that something could potentially be a problem and then decide to correct it? How do you do that?
I mean, most of the guys I've dealt with are insecure. So that was like a sign, because it becomes mind control, you know what I mean? So those are like, I see myself in the same situation all the time because of the type of guys that probably had something that they dealt with and their baggage is carrying on to their new situation, and then they put it on me and they try to make it seem like it's me, but it's really them. So that's what kind of, I was going after, but not no more.
I was going to say, what's different? Have you seen something different now? What's different?
The clowns got to stay in 2019. That's it.
Not the clowns.
The clowns are staying in 2019 and 2020. I'm out of here with that. Like listen, 15 days, probably less. I'm not even in communication with them anyway. But guess what? They out of here.
Done. Good. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think the purpose of this conversation is really just to let you guys know that Alexis is writing a book, and it's really a beautiful thing because people don't have to be transparent. And you being on TV is one thing, but the transparency that you've given to me is something that I know they have not even heard. They don't know the whole story. So, at the end of the day, why do you want to give them all of you now?
I mean, because they talk so much shit about me now. So, like, at this point, point, I'm out. Like y'all excuse my language, but y'all drag me through the mud. Like I've never been so dragged in my life by like people that don't even know me. Like y'all don't even know what I smell like. Y'all don't even know my shoe size. Y'all don't even know what color underwears I have on. Y'all don't even know nothing. Y'all don't even know my family. Like y'all don't know nothing about me but just me on this app and pictures of me and what these blogs tell you. So at this point, to shut you guys all up, not all you guys, because I have a lot of people that support me and that love me, and I love you guys back, all my fans and supporters that do ride with me. I love you guys. My haters, I love you guys. At the end of the day, I love all you guys. But at this point, y'all gonna call me every name in this book. Y'all gonna say I did everything in this damn world. So guess what? I'm gonna tell you everything I did from when I left home to now. And that's just, I'm gonna give it to you cold turkey.
Yeah.
Y'all wanna know what happened? Y'all wanna know this? Y'all wanna know the truth behind me? I'm gonna tell you in this book.
She's definitely doing that. Now I can attest to that.
Listen, at the end of the day, don't judge a book by its cover at the end of the day. And once you guys know who I really am, then that's just what it is. And if you continue to judge me, oh well. That's why the book is called Pieces of Her. At the end of the day,
oh, she just dropped that.
It's called Pieces of Her, and that's why it's different pieces of me. It's pieces to the puzzle, and nobody could really figure out who I am until they figure out the pieces that come together.
Love it.
And once it comes together, you have the butterfly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you. Let me publicly say I'm proud of you. We see books and stories every day, all the time. And it does take commitment to be transparent. It's not an easy thing. And to put it on paper and make it live forever is a real thing. So I'm proud of you for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. You heard it here first.
Yes. All right, later, guys. They're on here having a field day.
Field day, going crazy.